Hey there, Stationeers. Welcome back to Mimas. We're in our future greenhouse today because this is going to be the protagonist of today's story. I'd like to start this one off by apologizing for the previous episode. I was feeling very under the weather when I recorded it, and I was very pressed for time when I edited it, and I think that came across in the content. So I think rather than force things out when they're not ready, we're going to be focusing on quality. And the quality of today's episode is going to be determined by the success of this greenhouse. We are running very low on food, and I think it's going to be really important that we get this done as soon as possible. Now, what do we need to do that? Well, we need to turn this into a greenhouse. Right now it's just kind of a room, and we'll turn this space here into the kitchen. You can see I've already prepared some pipes and hydroponics bays, as well as all the stuff we need to make airlocks, because we're going to need an airlock over here. We'll need a door over here because this is going to be an oxygenated environment. That's the mushroom room over there. This space here is going to be an oxygenated environment. And then this space down here, the actual greenhouse, is going to be pure carbon dioxide. Now, atmospherics comes with a whole bunch of strings attached. We're going to have to monitor the pressure, temperature, and quantity of gases. And also the type as well, I suppose. So that means we need to set up vents to, pull and push gas to regulate the pressure. We're going to have to set up heaters and coolers to regulate the temperature, although that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Being on the moon, there isn't all that much of temperature exchange to worry about. And lastly, we're going to have to set up filtration. The last one's actually the easiest one to do, so it's the one we're going to do first, and it's the most critical because that means we can fill this room with CO2, get the plants growing, and then worry about the temperature changes afterwards. Alright, to start, I think we start by building the room correctly. So I want this kitchen to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. And so we're going to make a little bit of a dividing space over here. We'll use windows just because they look good. And of course, it's the most user-friendly software. Such a bad joke. We're going to put windows all around and on top. So we've got like this little walkway. And this is where the airlock itself is going to be. And then we'll house like the water system over here and the gas system over here for this room. Okie dokie, very nice. Let's put the roof on it too. So that is going to be our grow space. We are going to have to make grow lights for it at some point as well. And by at some point, I mean very soon. But we'll get to that in a second. Let's start with the doors. That's not doors, that's doors. So we're going to, I think we're going to do glass doors just because they look nicer over here. And we'll do glass doors in here as well. Now, the airlock to this space is not strictly necessary, right? I mean, like, we could just have a regular door moving through here, and a part of me kind of wants to do that, but at the same time, I'm worried about one of these rooms sort of losing pressure at some point, and then I don't want both of my spaces to completely vent. And since this one's the most vulnerable, it's got the windows, I think we put the airlock over here, because the shroom room is like fully sealed in these frames, so it shouldn't go anywhere. Alright, now to build the glass doors, I think I need plastic sheets, which I don't think I actually have on me. Unless it's iron, by some chance. What have we got? Is it plastic? Nah, it's plastic. Okay, I gotta go get some plastic sheets. And the same for over here. So let's go do that. Oh, one more thing I did between episodes, I didn't do much, was make the hardsuit backpack right over here. That's where I'm keeping all my crayons. Okie dokes, there's my plastic sheets, so let's weld this up, get these doors functional. Okay, cool, but now we have functional airlocks. Well, we have the foundation of a functional airlock. So I'm going to pop the hood on these. Let's get them fully opened up. Very nice, and start setting them up. So what does an airlock need? An airlock needs vents, first and foremost, because the vents allow you to push and pull gas from one side to the other. I think we'll do gas on this side for this one. So give me a vent and a vent. And then we'll do gas on... let's keep it consistent. Let's do gas on this side for this one. Okay, so active vents can push and pull gas in Stationeers. Passive vents let the gas out. So we'll put a passive vent there. And we'll put another passive vent. These are going to interfere with each other, aren't they? Oh, you know what? We could actually just do it like this. This one can just vent straight into this room. Yeah, that'll work. And then we can make this one look a little bit nicer, too. If there was any doubt that I don't script these videos, let this be it. This one's going to have to go there, though, so it comes into this space. Okay, let's grab some pipes. Yes, of course, and I forgot the limitation of these glass doors is that you've got to bring stuff in the top. It doesn't really work on the sides. So we're going to have to just rotate this vent, but that's no problem. get it to the pipe to face down, and then we'll just pick this guy up. Okay, cool. So that is going to be one vent done. Now we just need to set up the other one, which is, well, that was hard, but we're done now.
Hydration critical.
Oh no, hydration's critical. What will we do? Okay, then we need to power all of this and give it a command console. So grab a console, we'll grab the advanced airlock chip, because this one, of course, you know, we've got two different kinds of gas. This will be CO2 on this side, oxygen on this side. Use the advanced airlock chip, to handle two kinds of gases. Just stick that in there. This one is going to be the simple airlock, just a regular one, because it's just one kind of gas. Oxygen on this side, oxygen on this side. It's just a matter of, hey, maybe we want to... pressure is a problem. Hold on, let me think about it. Maybe we want advanced airlock here, because all we're doing is stopping, you know, one space venting into the other if we lose pressure. It does also allow us to do temperature control slightly differently, because maybe we want this room to be a little bit warmer than that one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll put the simple chip in there for the moment. Let's seal in the flavor on both of these consoles. You just put a piece of glass, and then I've got to do some more plumbing. Alright, airlock's now functional. We just need a sensor kit. One for each. There we go. So we're going to want a gas sensor. This is going to tell us what's in this room. You know, the console needs it to work out whether or not it's depressurized or not. And then we've just got to wire everything up, which is, honestly, that's going to be the real pain here. Okay, nice. There we go. Our airlocks are fully wired up. Now we just need to be able to power them. And for that, we're going to... let me keep that, sorry. For that, we're going to want a pair of area power controllers, which I did not pack. Okay, let me go get those, and we're going to need to bring main grid power all the way over here, which I use this green cable for. So let me run all that. Now, power controllers have two main functions. One is that they act as a switch, which means that you can turn things on and off, which includes a battery, which is just kind of convenient, right? And they also separate data networks in this game, meaning that when we go ahead and set up the airlock, we're not going to be looking at the vents and stuff for every airlock on the network, just the one behind that specific APC. It's a really, really handy feature. Alright, then we're going to need a couple of large batteries to go in our APCs, and then we are off to the races. Can I make nuclear batteries yet, out of interest? Astraloy and Inconel. I don't think I have enough, do I? Waspaloy, Stellite, Inconel. I've got lots of Inconel. We'd have to make some more Astraloy. But I mean, we don't really need the nuclear batteries on the moon. It's a bit overkill. All right, we might as well get these batteries charging while the sun is up, so that they take less from our big batteries. And yeah, look at that, perfect time to charge them, noonday. And then we can go and plug this all in. I am gonna have to run the green cable a little bit further along though, because we'll need an APC over here too. Let me do that real quick. Remember, the green cable comes out of the front of our batteries rather than the red cable, which is how I'm color. It's just color coding, right? It's the same cable. The red cable is the power production. Green cable is going to be power consumption. Green because it's safe to plug into. Now, do I want the APC on that side of the wall or this side of the wall? The age-old question. I almost always put them on the interior, so let's put it on the interior. All right, I think we're going to need to move this shelf as well. That's definitely worth doing. It's going to make a bit of a mess, but that's okay. We'll sort that all out in due course. It wouldn't be a largely unemployed Stationeers video if there wasn't absolute chaos in every frame. Just kick it all. Just kick it. There we go. Perfect. Now, you are going to take power. We're going to pop this thing open using a crowbar. We stick an old battery in there, turn it on, and voila, we are happy. I'm also going to want a battery charger over here at some point. In fact, let's go ahead and prepare for that. We're going to put a battery charger right here, which will have spare batteries for us to use. And we're probably going to want access to an Omni power controller here as well, same as we have outside, so we can charge our suit lights and stuff while we're on this side of the base. Alright, but anyway, that's all stuff we can fix later. Can I get in the corners of this? No, it's got to be the top, huh? Got to be the top. That does make you a little bit more annoying to use. Okay, much better. There we go. Now we can plug it all in the way I want to. Alright, and then we'll just bring power down over here and connect up. Okay, cool. And now we can cycle the airlock au manuel. Now, to set this thing up, we're going to need to use this little data disk, which we'll stick in the side there. And we're going to want to label all of these doors. So this is going to be, this will be kitchen interior door, right? This will be kitchen exterior door. Oh, backwards. I got those backwards. This is interior door. Yeah, that's the inside. This is the back. This is, yeah. Okay, I remember how things work. This is our exterior door. This is going to be our kitchen airlock console. This is our kitchen airlock. This is just good practice, right? Gas sensor. And then these will be our kitchen airlock. Probably should have copied that. Interior. Nope, that's the X. That's the exterior vent. And this is going to be the interior vent. Just copy paste, makes things faster. All right, nice. Now, to set it up, how does it work? Well, if we turn on the console right now, you see it's going to flash an error. And that's because we haven't told it what devices it's allowed to use yet. So we stick this in the side, and then we say, exterior vent first. All right, this is the simple airlock. We need I think I need to go make the advanced airlock chip. Yeah, no, I think I'd rather have the advanced airlock. Forget the simple airlock. It's trash. Let's go get an advanced airlock. Again, it's like completely unnecessary. These gases are going to be the same. It's just going to, it'll consume power and make me feel smart. There we go. All right, now we can set it up. So our pressure that we're aiming for is going to be, in this room, I say 100 kilopascals is pretty good. And external 100 kilopascals, I think that's more than happy. Let's have a quick look at our mushrooms. They take a maximum temperature of 200 kPa. So, I mean, yeah, 100 kPa is completely fine. The walls that they're in do have a limit to their pressure. Let's just have a quick look at what that is. I think we've got type 4. It's 200 kPa, so it would be at half that. That's completely fine. Alright, in that case, let's go. Our exterior vent is going to be exterior, interior vent, interior, exterior door, exterior, interior door, interior, sensor, sensor, and you're done. Pull the chip, and we've got an airlock. So if I click cycle, it's going to try and pressurize. Now, of course, there's no gas to pressurize with, so we'll just have to cancel the cycle. But there we go. We can cycle the doors using the button. One more critical thing we do need to do before we go forward, though, is to expose these two rooms to the same atmosphere. And this is going to be scary, but I need to pop this frame open, which is going to let all of our precious oxygen through into the space, and it's going to chill right here in this airlock. Again, these two things are not exchanging gas just yet, but they are making me very stressed. Let's pick up this extra frame. Just leave that over here for now. We'll work out what to do with it later, and let's just clean up this floor. It's full of dirt. Come on, people, dust your shoes before you come in here. Okie dokes, but now we've got a whole bunch of carbon dioxide in this room that's at a nice temperate 20°C. We want to put it into this room. We also need to move water over there. I don't think I mentioned that last time. That was a bit of an oversight, but yes, you get the idea. We got CO2 in here that we want to put down into the greenhouse. We got O2 in here that we want to share with this room. Well, we could do it all internally in these spaces. That's what I initially designed them for, but that's going to be kind of cramped, and so I don't really want to do it that way. I've been thinking, and oh god, this needs to become a proper airlock too. Oh, we're going to vent to space. Oh no. Oh no, I left that door open. Okay, mission, try to preserve as much oxygen as possible, is underway. I think the way we do it is to go around the back here, close that door, and then we're going to need to fix this airlock. Oh, I see you're trying to pressurize this space now. Okay, well, we can't pressurize, which means we are going to let some gas through, but that's completely fine. Alright. At least we're losing a lot less this way. Seal it. Alright, I don't know how much we lost there, but I'm sure we lost a little. Okay, close this one in. Open this one up. And we're going to have to take this door apart. What did I put in here? This only needs to be a simple airlock. And that is a... Which circuit board is that? That's a simple airlock circuit board. Perfect. Okay. Because this time we don't have any gas on this end we need to worry about. In order to do this, I'm going to have to close... Oh, I need plastic sheets on me. And glass. So let's get all that sorted. Because I need to be able to make this door right away. Alright, let's pick this thing up there. So we're going to slice you. And then we need to use this to lift it up. Okay, that's the door kit. We don't need that right now. It can get stacked. Now, the door is going to become... we also want to probably pick up this grating so I can see the wiring. Oh, look at that. And I've apparently prepared for this. I'm a genius. Who would have thought? There we go. Very nice. This is no longer going to work. We're going to have to pick up this. Excuse me. This one. I don't even know what that was powering. And we'll use the composite doors here because they allow you to go underground. I genuinely don't even know what this is powering. Oh, that's the gas fuel generator. Yeah, we're going to be moving that. I've been thinking about some solutions to get it working. I actually did manage to get it working for the first time ever, and I was feeling very proud of myself in the process, I'd have you know. Alright, anyway, let's put our door down. This will be a composite door because we don't need a nice view of the outside from in here. Okay, thankfully there's only one sheet. I was a little worried. You are going to become a crowbar. You're going in there. And then we're going to seal in the flavor. Nice. Okay, then we do the... Let's just cycle out all this gas. And then we can do the same. Composite door right over there. We grab you. We weld you. And then we crowbar in some glass. Nice. Okay, 2 functional doors. Let's get these set up. I don't think they've been named. Okay, cool. There we go. All set up. Now, unlike the other airlock, this one's only going to require one vent, because a simple airlock only pushes gas in one direction, an advanced airlock pulls gas in and pushes gas out. So all we need to do set up here is choose the sensor, choose the vent. It's only going to have an interior vent, exterior door, pull the thing, and voila. We should then see that our goal pressure is going to be 0 on this side, and then I don't think you can set pressure with the simple vent. It's just mode open or closed, and manual door operation is allowed. Is it allowed? Let's see. Let's cycle in. Okay, maybe it can't pull through the cowling. I don't know. Let's try this. Let's go cycle to the exterior. We might have to put a vent down. I don't know if it can pull gas through a cowling. Okay, there we go. So we've drained all the... It's basically doing what we were doing manually before. Now we cycle interior. And it can work. It's just very, very slow. Alright. Alright. I guess we want a proper vent then. Let's go do that. Now, all this additional power draw is something I am actually a little bit worried about. So I think what we're going to do, just in the meantime here, is we're going to put down a bit of a temporary solution. Give me a connector. A power connector. And we're actually going to use this, this lad again. Despite me saying we'd never need the gas fuel generator again, well, we can hook it up to our main batteries. It'll provide like a constant I think it's a 500 watt power supply. So let's put him over here. Drop him right there. Pop him out. We're going to wrench him down. There we go. And then it's the same as before. We're just going to stick the tank in the side. Voila. We are powering. And then we're just going to wire this in to the main network. And we just so happen to have a connection right over there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now, I believe if I turn this on, we should see an additional, I think it's 475 watts or so. Let's just have a quick look. Open you up, put the network analyzer over there. Let's have a look. So right now we're making 1.7. If I turn you on, we go all the way up to 2.3. There we go. So about, I don't know, 600 watts-ish. But that's a constant power supply, and that'll feed it directly into our main batteries. Okay, cool. And that should just mean that thing on its own is going to run the airlocks, and that'll give us a bit of extra time to sort out our gas fuel generator next episode. One more thing I do want to do, just before we move forward, is to grab a pressure regulator. It's got some of that. You know I keep those things on me. We're going to grab the gas tank. We're going to put this right over here. We're going to stick a pressure regulator. I don't know. Let's put it over here. Because I just want to be able to refuel this tank right over here. I think it's a fine idea. In fact, pick you up. Try that again. And we're just going to set this up real quick. Okay, it's a good thing we don't ever have to actually look in here because that is chaotic, but it is going to work. So what I've basically done now is just hook up this little pressure regulator to the main fuel line. All of this is eventually going to get picked up and moved elsewhere. Don't look to the left. There's nothing there. We're definitely not saving that reveal for a little bit later. I'm doing a very good job of hiding it, aren't I? We now just need to power this lad, and it's unfortunately impossible to power it by anything other than this line, so he's just going to get powered by the main line. It's not the best practice, but I mean, this is a very much a niche use case, so I don't mind too much. So you're just going to be powered directly off of this. And then we just need to set the pressure. So we want these tanks can survive 9,000, so let's just set it to 9,000. Andre, 9,000. Turn that on. And we'll see that this should start pressurizing. It'll only pressurize when there's a surplus of power in the batteries. That's right. Okay. Well, c'est la vie. That's just the way it's going to be. Oh, I suppose if we move this up by 1, it'd work. Or if I change the flow direction, or just literally put this anywhere else. But I kind of want to have it here. So no. It'll work when the power comes back on. Okay. Sure. I'm happy with that. Well, happy enough anyway. Because we do technically have this. He's still got a little bit of fuel left in him. So we can use that too. Alright, the next thing we need to set up for the greenhouse then is going to be grow lights, and we're going to need water. So don't type water, type grow light. There we go. These things are really expensive. And we'll make, I think, 4 of them for now. If we have a look here at the information panel... That's the one. They use 70 watts, which is the same as an entire airlock on its own. The radius we're going to have to play around with a little bit. I don't actually know what it is. I don't know how close they need to be the plants, so we're going to do a little bit of experimentation today together. Now, I've already printed up some liquid tanks. These lads right over here. We're going to be using a pair of them. We're going to need to reclaim the ice crusher from in there, as well as the water bottle fillers, and we're going to need like a bajillion liquid pipes. Let's start with 2 grow lights, because I'm a little bit worried about the power situation, right? In fact, if we have a look here... Well, I mean, the little gas fuel generator is doing some work, because these are now at 30%-ish fueled, which is... charged, which is really actually pretty good. That's hard to be upset about. I mean, I'll find a way. Don't worry. This is largely Unemployed you're talking to. But it's still kind of hard. Oh, and then one more thing we can print on the way back is another Omni power transmitter. They're just really handy. There were comments in the previous episode saying that we need a lot more power, and I couldn't agree more. Before we build the gas fuel generator setup proper, I will probably build another 5 of these large station batteries, just so that we're consuming a truly disgusting amount. Or rather, storing. Alright, let me in here. Let's go start by setting up all of this, and then we'll cycle through to the rest. I did put that window back on, right? I'm pretty sure I put the window back on. I feel like I'm like 20% sure I put the window back on. Yes, that is a bit of a problem. This is trying to currently pressurize to like 1 billion kilopascals. We're going to have to change that when we go in, because this is going to take forever otherwise. Yeah, because the pressure in here is probably closer to 80. Yeah, this is going to be a very slow cycle otherwise. Let's switch this around. External can be, let's say 80. 100's a little much. And we'll do the same for the internal. 80's... you know what? This is going to be our living quarters. Let's do a nice Earth atmosphere. Even though it's going to be pure oxygen. Definitely would not recommend breathing pure oxygen all day in real life. That's a fast track to the morgue. Okay, start me here. Omni power transmitter. Very first thing we're putting down. Very important. Let's start setting up our kitchen as well. We're going to want un table. Like so. This is where we're going to cook all our foods. Let's just move this out the way. And we'll stick our microwave on there. And in the future, we'll have other items we can put on there too. Put them right over there. Just no-clip the iron plates. That's probably fine, right? Then let's just wire all this together. Bonk. There we go. Now we're charging our batteries in here too. Very cool. Let's drop the microwave on there. Wrench him down. Bonk. There we go. We now have the ability to cook food that we haven't grown. Perfect. Alright, so let's start talking water. I think I wanted to set up the water over here, so let's do just that. We'll probably put the water bottle fillers on that side of the wall. So give me 2 large tanks. Where are we going to fit these? I think we'll actually just fit them right over here. Now this is like way overkill. We do not need this much water at all. But it's more of, like, I like to use it a bit like a thermal heat sink more than anything else. So that's what this is. That's what the primary purpose of this is going to be. There we go. We'll put down 2 of those, and we should be able to sneak a pipe through here. Can we? No. No. Okay, so this has to all move up by 1. And I'll build a couple of displays here which will read the temperature and pressure of our water. So we can just see that at a glance. Alright, but now we can go around this corner. And we're going to have a pair of ice crushers. So I'm going to have an ice crusher on this side that I can just feed in really easily. Which will just vent into this room, much like the other one. And then we'll have the nitrogen filtered out by other stuff. And then we'll have our water bottle fillers on this wall here. So let's just prepare for all that. Like so. And then of course this goes into the actual hydroponics bays. Which we need to start setting up. I might as well vent my waste canister in here. Bit of free CO2. Doesn't hurt. Alright, take me back through. And of course we do still need to bring the water back towards the mushrooms. So I'm going to start running it along the outside of this pipe. Of this structure, sorry. Most important thing is that the mushrooms thrive. They're our source of steel and therefore the source of life. Actually, you know what? I might take this down a level so it doesn't interfere with other stuff we run. Okay, let's go get all our supplies. Okay, so we've run it along the entire outside edge, and now we're just moving it down the inside here. And it's going to connect with our regular pipe right over there. Perfect. Love having this little crawl space. Just makes all this sort of routing. You can hide it behind a wall, you know? And eventually we'll put some doors up by the access point so you won't even know this is here. But there we go. We now have all of the pressure in this singular pipe, most of it which is outside, which, you know, it is going to lose heat very slowly. But yes, this does now link up to over there. Super duper cool. Let's pick up this cowling, because we'll need that to deal with the hydrogen. We're never going to use that thing. I'm probably just going to recycle it. And let's go ahead and put together our water bottle fillers. And honestly, we might actually have to stop there for the day. I'm already over an hour on this recording, which is, yeah, it's going to be a lot to edit as it is. But let's make sure the water system works before we pause for the day, that's for sure. Alright, so let's start with our water bottle, with our ice crusher, rather. I think we are still going to have an ice crusher in the other room. I think that's just a good idea. But we'll put this one over here. It can take its cowling up top. I actually don't know which room that's going to vent into. I'd rather vent it into this one more than anything else, because we'll be filtering nitrogen anyway in here. So let's pick this up and move it forward one, just because I don't actually know where that's going to vent to. So yeah, let's just play it safe and move it forward one. I would imagine it would be this room. I'm pretty sure the vent point's actually there, not there, but you never know with this game. Alright, then we connect up the water. I mean, we've seen all this before, right? This is exactly how we did it in the other room. And then we'll just set up our water bottle fillers. I might actually still leave one in the shroom room, because the shroom room is going to be pure oxygen as well, so there's no reason... Actually, you know what? There's no reason not to just leave one of these down there, because you don't ever need more than one of these at a time, to be fair. Alright, we'll put water in there, and let's connect it up. Alright, but let's put down these hydroponics bays next. Let's get all of these plugged in at the very least, so we know how much water pressure we're working with. I'm going to have to go mine up a lot of water ice, that is for sure. Okay, I'm going to pack these in fairly tight for the moment, just so that we don't have to put down quite as many grow lights. That's the dream anyway. And then we'll just sort of see how we go from there. There's not a tremendous amount of point about putting all of these down, so I'll probably just leave a gap here, because we are not going to have enough plants to even fill up, you know, 2 rows of these, let alone all of it. But just to save the space in the shelves, I'll put down them all at the moment. Put them all down, rather. Okay, and then when the time comes, we can put those over there to join it all up. Nice. Now, we need to put down grow lights. I have absolutely no clue what their radius is. I don't know how close they need to be to the stuff that they are trying to grow. So why don't we just stick this, I don't know, straight overhead here and see if that's close enough. Then I guess we got to power it and then we'll find out. Okay, cool. That does turn on. Very nice. I'm interested to see how much power draw we've got here. Which I won't be able to see. Yeah, it's a bit weird. You can't actually like look through glass, quote unquote. So we're gonna have to do that. So like pull it into the room, as it were, and then we can look at that. 150 watt actual draw. If I turn that off, we're at 80 watts. So 70 watts draw. It's about the same as an airlock. Oh wait, hold on, we knew that. Never mind. Now, the real question, right? If I can't put a plant in here yet, it'll die. There's no pressure. So let's go pressurize this room. And, actually, are we going to have time for that today? We might have to do that tomorrow. Yeah, I think that might be the end of this one. I think we'll go ahead and call it good there. Let's put together the next grow light. Well, actually, no, we need to see if it's good enough to grow yet. So we don't know yet. I guess this is part 1 of our hydroponics upgrade. I need to run a pipe over here and connect these up. That's what we'll do to finish today off. And then tomorrow, we're going to talk about, or rather in the next one, I don't know if it will be tomorrow, we're going to talk about that over there, which I no doubt by now you've seen, but perhaps I have not spoken about because I shouldn't have, because it's meant to be a big reveal. I'm very good at content creation, you might have been able to tell.
See, I pulled a sneaky on you.
One more thing I do want to make before we wrap up for today is the better, what is this thing called? Tablet? I don't make it here, apparently. Where do I make the better tablet? Because the better tablet, the Tablet Mark II, can take 2 slots, so I don't have to keep switching between the atmospherics and the other one. Advanced tablet, that's what it's called. Let's make me one of those. We'll give it a wireless battery. And we will also make ourselves a plant analysis. There we go, plant analysis cartridge. And we'll leave that in our old tablet. That can now be like the plant tablet, right? There we go, plant analysis, advanced tablets, give me a battery. But I want the wireless one, there we go. Okie dokes, let's sort this all out. So, our network analyzer chip can come out. Let's drop this lad on the floor. If he's going to be the plant guy, we'll open our crayon pack, and we will paint him green. You are now the plant guy. Alright, plant guy, enjoy your... there it is. Enjoy your plant analysis tablet. Excellent. And we can just leave that in the greenhouse then. And then you, advanced tablet, you're going to take 1 cartridge, 2 cartridge, battery, and we're chilling. Very nice. Okay, now we have a network analyzer, and I think you hold... I think you just scroll. You hold control scroll, hold alt scroll. You go... There's a button for this. Oh!
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
I think we just go previous or next. Okay. We just do it in the menu. That works too. Right, much better. That's a huge upgrade. Okie dokes, there we go. So now we have these things as part of our hydroponics network. And you know what? It doesn't make a difference. Let's just put this together. The water pressure is completely irrelevant. It's a nice thing to know about, but it doesn't actually affect plant growth as far as I know. If I'm wrong about that, I'll just have to go mine a bunch of ice. Alright, but now, next time, we need to sort out the gas in this room. I'm going to lay some gas vents up the top here to access the atmosphere in this room. It's basically going to be a simple system of put a vent here, put a vent there, and run a long pipe down with vents on either side of it as we go. We'll do the same thing on that side, which will have to be a separate network, though, of course, because that's going to... we don't want the 2 gases mixing with each other. This is a gas segregation stream, I guess. I don't know where this joke is going. So I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for watching. That is the end of this episode. It's not being live streamed. I don't know where my brain is going. I'm very afraid of being cancelled right now. I will see you all on Mimas again next time. Cheers. And of course, a huge thank you to our channel members and patrons for this month, who quite literally keep the lights on around here. Your support means the world to me. To Guarantor Road, Frickin' Friendly Beaver, Lunar Shots, Pratham Baruch, Ragnar Skull Crew, Jan the Pan, Big Bird G, Sleep Deprived Sam, CCMD, Hendrik Eber, Depoyo44, Wedgie FRG, Rivo, LCG Canyon Sahar, Kelly Ananas, Adachi, Alan O'Sellahare, Old Man Tater, Knee Cruncher, Riley David, The Senate, Couch Potato, King of Hell, Mel Roman, Charlie Weber, Officer C4, and Mermix. You guys all rock. See you in the next one. Cheers.